Okay, thanks for joining in this afternoon with our press conference here with Casper. Helen, we'll start it off with you. Go ahead, Helen.
Hi, can I we go in Norwegian?
Go ahead.
Okay. Hi, Casper,
Hello.
and congratulations. What can you tell us about the match? I mean, the score seems very harsh, but you had a battle, and how can you analyze how good you played?
Ja, nei, altså, det var en tøffere match enn det kanskje scoren viste, så litt, hva skal jeg si, falsk score kan man si, i forhold til hvordan matchen egentlig var. Roberto er alltid en tøff motstander, og selv om kanskje de siste 3 gangene vi har møttes, så har det sett ut som at det har vært veldig enveiskjøring, så har det ikke vært det, for det er tøffe ballvekslinger, og han er en tøff spiller, en som spiller som virkelig aldri gir seg, og finner måter å få mange baller tilbake på, som gjør at gjør det vanskelig for motstanderen, som da blir meg selvfølgelig, og slå vekk ballene, og han har en fantastisk bra backhand, og som jeg sa, det er på en måte hans spillestil vil jeg vel si, og det er bare at jeg sa vel til ham på nettet at jeg har vært litt heldig de siste 3 gangene, og beklaget meg litt for det, fordi jeg føler at alle de viktigste ballene og noen linjeballer her og der har gått mitt favør, så det var sånn den kampen i dag også gikk.
You had a summer playing in the mountains, so you know what altitude tennis is about. San Diego was near the sea, and now, for me, it's a question mark. You never play in the desert. So, is there any difference, noticeable difference when you play up there? Or is there, I heard Murray said there was a lot of wind, but what are the conditions? Is it a bit different, very special to the desert?
Nei, altså det kan jo være varmt selvfølgelig, og så er det tørr varme, veldig tørt, så når det er lange game så kan man jo bli litt sånn ekstra tørst i og med at det er veldig tørr luft her, men det er egentlig bare behagelig for spillerne, for når du har den ekstreme fuktigheten så er jo det også selvfølgelig en ekstra utfordring, og man svetter ekstremt mye, og jeg selv svetter veldig mye, så jeg foretrekker heller at det er tørt egentlig, men så sånn er det, og så er det litt høyde her også, ikke veldig mye, men litt høyde, det er jo noen fjell rundt der, og så er det ørken selvfølgelig, men det er vel det meste jeg har opplevd, og selvfølgelig også litt vind kan komme inn, men i dag var det relativt rolig, synes jeg, og ja, perfekte spilleforhold, så det var en fin dag for tennis i dag.
About your next opponent, we don't know who it is between Davidovich or Lloyd Harris, but they're 2 really, really good players. They're young, upcoming. Can you tell us a little bit about both of them? First, we can start with Fokina.
Ja, det blir en tøff match uansett hvem det blir. Fokina har jeg spilt mot 2 ganger, som har vært 2 veldig innholdsrike kamper, kan man vel si, og lange og spennende kamper. Første gangen i Next Gen-finalen i Milan, hvor jeg vant i 5. sett, og selvfølgelig da i tidligere år i French Open, hvor han vant en ekstremt, som jeg sa, innholdsrik 5-setter. Så jeg vet at han er god, han er en spanjol som aldri gir seg og kriger til siste poeng, og han er en type spiller og er en veldig god tennisspiller, og Lloyd Harris selvfølgelig har jo hatt et veldig bra år han også, og har en ekstremt bra serve som han følger opp med gode grunnslag, og kommer litt på nett, vet jeg har sett litt på han i år, og noen kamper hvor han har spilt veldig bra, så jeg må være forberedt på en tøff kamp uansett hvem det blir, og så får vi bare se, jeg skal prøve å få sett litt på i kveld og se hvordan disse 2 spiller.
And is Team Casper Ruud still the same as in San Diego? Has your dad come over?
Nei, det er fortsatt de samme som er her. Det er Pedro og Joachim og Alexander som er her, så Alexander er jo ganske ny til teamet, og som da har blitt min private fysioterapeut, som reiser rundt med meg så mange uker i året, som er selvfølgelig behagelig å ha med seg rundt. Det er et valg vi har gjort for nå som jeg på en måte kommet til det nivået jeg har kommet til, så har vi følt at det har vært viktig. Det viktigste jeg har, er å selvfølgelig ta vare på kroppen og passe på at den er skadefri og smertefri i forhåpentligvis mange år fremover. Så da følte jeg at det var smart å prøve å ansette en egen fysioterapeut som kan passe på nettopp det. Og han begynte i sommer og han er en hyggelig og ålreit fyr, så han er også med her. Og Joakim og Pedro er jo da tennistrenerne som er med på denne turen her.
My last question is, have you had time to go and play a little golf?
Ja da, jeg har fått tid, så vi hadde jo en del dager her før denne turneringen begynte etter San Diego, så jeg fikk spilt tidligere i uken, både mandag, tirsdag og litt på torsdag, tror jeg det var. Så jeg har fått spilt lite grann, og det blir nok forhåpentligvis noen flere runder her, så det er gøy det å prøve å bruke tiden man får, ekstra dødtiden man får her til å spille litt golf. Det er bare å gå ut fra hotelldøren, så er man på golfbanen, så det er selvfølgelig noe jeg setter pris på.
Thank you so much. Fingers crossed for the next one. All the best.
Thank you.
And enjoy
Hey.
the warm. It's cold here.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Greg.
Helen. We have a couple
Bye-bye.
questions in English from Craig Gabriel. Craig, go right ahead, please.
Okay.
Go ahead, Craig.
Casper, good to see you again. Today's match finished pretty quickly in that final set. So overall, what did you think of the way you played? I think he was a bit hurt in that. Sorry, I'm getting myself mixed up. What did you think of the way you played today?
I think I played very well from the first to the last point. It was pretty much perfect conditions out there. It was around 27, 28, 29 degrees Celsius, which is quite nice for me and makes the ball bounce up quite high. And my top spin shots, they jump off the ground quite well here, I feel. So I try to make as many returns as possible and serve well and start, going with my game that I would like to play. And these courts are quite slow, but at the same time it travels quite fast through the air, I think, because it's a bit of altitude. It's not too much, but I feel like there's a little bit, and it's quite dry, the air. So it's I felt good out there, and had some days now to recover from last week and also prepare for this week, which is the biggest event over here.
Sure. The last time we spoke, you hadn't. It was before San Diego. Since you win San Diego, you're now actually the tour leader for the most titles so far in 2021. How does that feel? I mean, to be such a leader on the ATP tour.
No, it feels obviously nice and a good feeling. The tournaments I won maybe can't compare to what Novak maybe won, or he won 3 slams this year, and I think he has 4 in total. And Medvedev, those guys, they have some bigger titles to their name, but I think this year has been about winning a lot of matches for me and trying to I set a goal going into the season that I wanted to try to win another tournament, because last year was my first, and I wanted to follow up this year with winning another one to become a multiple ATP Tour champion or tournament champion. And I was able to do so in Geneva, and then those 3 in a row kind of just happened quite fast when I think about it now. But it's been an unbelievable spring, summer, and also fall. This fall is turning out quite good, so I'm very happy. This is a part of the season where I've struggled before, and I don't think that we will play San Diego and Indian Wells in October in the nearest future again, but who knows. But it's nice to be here, nice to play outdoors when you would before going indoor for the European tournament. So I enjoy it and feeling happy about what I've done this year, but also hungry for more.
Sure. How important was it for you to actually claim the title on a hard court?
No, it was I'm not sure if it was the most important thing of my career, but I think it was nice to show myself that I can win a title on hard court, because if I would have gone on in my career and won multiple tournaments and they only would be on clay, I would probably wouldn't mind that either. But now I can say I won a tournament on 2 surfaces, so I guess the last one is grass. So I'm not sure that will happen in the nearest future, but I will at least try to get my first grass court title once in my career.
We spoke last time also about your golf, and this is a golfer's paradise, and I know how much you love your golf, and you said to me that you're off 2. Is this a good spot to get in practice for the next time you have to play rougher in golf?
Yes, I think so. I mean, this is a beautiful place. The courses are playing a bit different now this time of the year than in March. It's a bit greener in March because I know the summer has been brutally hot over here, and I think the grass has felt it a little. So it's a bit not maybe as green as it is, when we come here in March and it's beautiful and green and everything is so nice. So it's a bit different, but that's also fun. The golf courses are still open, and I try to play as much as I can. Obviously, I have to focus about the tennis. That's why I'm here. But I'm pretty sure that either it happens during my career or after my career, I will probably have a golf trip going to Palm Springs at one point in my life, because it's, like you said, also a golf paradise, not only a tennis paradise.
And Casper, last question. First, looking ahead to your next match, first talk about one player, then talk about the next player, so that we can put together a preview. Looking ahead.
Yeah, no. So if it was to be Davidovich, I know him, or Davidovich Fokina, I know him quite well. We've had 2 quite interesting matches in our young careers. Once in Milan in the Next Gen Finals, and where I ended up winning in the 5th set. It was different format, but it was best of 5 sets, and I won in the deciding one. And then obviously this year at the French Open, I had a very tough loss to him in the 5th set there also. So it has been quite close 2 times, and in Roland Garros, it was quite an epic match. I felt like it was a lot of back and forth and very close games and a close match. It was 7-5 in the 5th, but we both had our chances throughout the whole match, and it was going back and forth all the time. So sorry, if it was to be him, I would probably try to seek some revenge from that tough loss and see how it goes. But I know he's definitely one of the better younger players on tour, and a guy I will hopefully can play a lot of times in my career, that we can play each other in big matches in our careers. And if I play Lloyd, it will be I will have to be on top of my returning game, because he serves really well. I know that. I've watched him a little bit this year on some matches. He's been playing really well. He's had a very good year. He reached the quarterfinal in US Open, I think. So I'll have to be ready for a tough fight if it's against Lloyd. I think also he has improved his baseline game, and he's more of an all-around player now. But obviously, I know that his serve is wicked, and I have to be ready for tough returns.
Super. Thanks, Casper. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Casper.
We good?
That's it.
Perfect.